welcome back to Countdown. I'm Lindsay Janis. So what's going on in Greece? It's out of immediate default danger, so it's been out of the news of late, but the country's problems continue to simmer, and every day brings a new strike. Today, it's public transport workers in Athens angry at austerity. Meanwhile, restaurant and cafe owners are reportedly refusing to pay a 10% sales tax rise, saying that it could kill their business. It's a topical issue as Finance Minister Evangelos Venizelos is forced to deny the truth of a report by his own government's watchdog. It says that debt is once again running out of control as it slips on deficit targets, and cutbacks and taxes send the country deep into recession. Well, Elena Panariti joins us now from Athens. She is a member of Parliament for the governing PASOK party, and she was previously an economist at the World Bank. Welcome to you, Elena. Thanks very much for being with us. First of all, you have some of the members of the European Union meeting to discuss Finland's requirement for collateral from Greece. What's your feeling about these demands?
I believe there is a consolidated way by which these EFSF, a new organized instrument, is going to be providing the second loan to Greece, and the terms need to be organized among all the providers of the loan, all the members providing the loan. I understand, as well as all of us here in Greece, that each individual member has their own distinct requirements, and they need to discuss it among themselves and figure out what exactly they wish to have as a prerequisite for them to provide their loan.
Are you concerned that it's taking so much time for them to come to an agreement on this and grant this second aid package?
Not really, because we're still in the first aid package, but am I concerned that it takes much time? That's actually the catch-22 question with the European Union and its way of doing business.
That's certainly the truth. Now, Venizelos has had to come out and deny a report by his own government saying that Greece is once again failing to meet its targets. Is it failing to meet its targets?
Greece is going through one of the deepest recessions right now, and economic crisis, actually one of its deepest economic crises since Second World War. This has unfortunately taken over the rest of the European Union zone, and it's really representing a bit of the crisis of the euro right now. The report you're referring to is not a government report, it's a report of a committee, an independent committee, and it's interpreted by one of the members of the committee in the way that you just declared earlier. It does not represent the government. The government is represented by the Central Bank of Greece and Economics Council of advisors, as well as the Ministry of Finance. So
nonetheless,
there are other committees out there.
Nonetheless, it is saying that the country's debt is out of control, and that reflects a wider sentiment, a wider belief that Greece is not going to be able to deliver. What can you say to people that will increase their faith in Greece's ability to deliver the austerity measures?
I think Greece has so far delivered far more than ever expected, to be honest. I believe, however, that we are still looking at the wrong side of the equation. I think that we are only focusing on Greece as if it's going to make or break the European Union crisis, whereas in reality, we're really talking about supply side crisis of lowering productivity of the whole European Union, and an overall issue that we have not really focused on, which is how can we actually make the union and the whole productive capacity that holds the euro in a more productive and competitive one. Greece only holds 2.7% of the European Union GDP. It is way too small to assume that such a country will actually tip the whole ball of the European economics. So maybe we should be looking at a different way. Now, whether or not Greece is going to handle the austerity further, it's a matter of the way we're dealing with it. We have been handling it quite well so far. We have passed all necessary austerity plans, and we're implementing them in the best of our possible way.
Elena Panariti, we've got to leave it there. Thank you very much, member of the PASOK party in Greece's parliament. Well, it's not just at the edges of Europe where businesses are finding it hard going in the debt crisis. French business leaders and politicians have been meeting just outside of Paris, trying to find ways to cope with austerity. Well, last week, the government delivered 12 billion euros of cutbacks and taxes. And the key theme emerging from the MEDEF summit is that France needs reform, not tax hikes, to get itself out of trouble.